Hi everybody, and happy Saturday. Dreary, cloudy day today, but no snow. And it's kind of warm. I have the window open a little bit even. Have a few things to share, and the first one is, of course, the Westinghouse radio, the beautiful tube radio. We have it playing in the background quietly. It works perfectly. Didn't need tubes or capacitors of any kind. The only thing it needs is the decorative knob that goes on the front of the main knobs, and I love it. As you know, we don't have any really good radio stations around here anymore because everybody's on Sirius XM or online, and but I'm listening to some beautiful Asian music right now, an Asian station. Last night there was a great 50s thing on with, they're talking about Keola and Tony Mottola. Really, really, really fun. So, I love this thing. It really is amazing. It's a beautiful piece. 50s Westinghouse. The model number is H370T7. Very fun. Alright. Oh, what I wanted to say to Raymond was, no, there is not the RCA jack hookups in the back, because this is an early 50s table radio, and no, it didn't have those hookups in the back. So, all right, let's see where to start. The day that I picked up the day that I found the Westinghouse, I also found this in the thrift. Jean Ponty Cosmic Messenger. Huge fan of Ponty. Always have been. Saw him live many times at the Capitol Theater. Just amazing stuff. I used to play with John McLaughlin, Mahavishnu John McLaughlin as well. So, just love him. Cosmic Messenger. Great, great album. Now this morning, I stopped in the thrift, and I was very happy that I did, because think about it, Thursday after work, I think I stopped and I found the Westinghouse. It was just being rolled out. Well, the same thing with today. On the rollouts, I found these two items, and one of them was this beautiful mini auto harp. Little zither thing, beautiful shape. Look at it, it's beautiful. And listen, it's a little out of tune yet, but isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh, it's so magical. And the sound of any harp is just gorgeous. So that was a really, really fun find. And the other thing I found today was really exciting. It is this monster, I call it a Cuban band leader drum, conga drum. Beautiful thing. I hit the whole thing with Amish wood milk, and what a beautiful piece, right? Got it for $10. Just rolled out. It wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes. And it weighs a ton. What a gorgeous decorative piece, or a piece to use along with the waterphone and recordings. Very, very fun. You know, my brother and dad were both drummers, so this is a really cool thing. All right. Remember the other day I got this High Priest of Harmful Matter, Tales from the Trial, Jello Biafra spoken word. This is a great record. It has the newspaper insert about the trial. This was so interesting, and he was talking about censorship, and he talked about the trial itself and the things he was accused of and everything. Well, the album he was on trial for was this, Frankenchrist. So I got this from Joe at Music Connection. Frankenchrist. I got this one. This is an British import copy, because in this country they banned the record, and this is a British copy. They probably didn't ban it in England or whatever, But sometimes on eBay you can get a copy with the band sticker on it, which is really, really cool. The only thing is, most of the time the Geiger poster is missing. And it was the Geiger poster that caused Jello Biafra to be on trial in the first place. Now think about H.R. Geiger, an amazing artist, detailed, crazy, sci-fi type, intricate, very intricate artist. One of my favorites. And the penis landscape poster was inside Frankenchrist. And that was cause for concern because a 14-year-old girl bought the album for her 12-year-old brother for his birthday. The mother saw the poster and flipped. It's not even, I mean, it's a repetitive picture. If you know Geiger's penis landscape, it's also called Landscape XX. You can see it online. I mean, it's art. I don't see any problem with it. And even the girl who bought the record said she didn't see anything wrong with it, but her mother flipped, and he was taken to court for obscenity charges. So anyway, the album was pulled, and the poster is, if you get Frankenchrist with the poster, it goes for about $300. The poster isn't that important to me. It's the music that's important to me. So anyway, and the story behind the record, which is so cool. In fact, after the obscenity trial, these 4 Shriners found out that their images were used as the cover, and they sued Jello also. The poor guy, right? But what a cool cover. Shriners in these mini cars with their fezzes on. I love the color. Alternative Tentacle Records, of course, which is Jello Biafra's own label. And you can buy a lot of great stuff on Alternative Tentacle's website, and his prices on records are great. In fact, they have re-released almost all of the Dead Kennedys catalog on new vinyl, so you can still get them. But this one, a definite must for a collection. I mean, I always loved the Dead Kennedys, but this one, very, very special because of the obscenity trial. The PMRC was very, very vocal when it came to Jello and Zappa and Prince. Really interesting. Really interesting. Those wacky Washington ladies that had nothing else to do but, I mean, could you imagine them listening to some Zappa albums and saying, oh my goodness, you know, so stupid. So anyway, yeah, and if you don't know about Jello, you want to hear some of his spoken word, you can see him on YouTube, and he's a very well-spoken person, and he's very interesting to listen to. So, and he is a huge record collector. He's into very obscure records. So, let's see if we can get a better station over here. It's so much fun, this radio. It really is. We don't have many stations around here, you know, considering we're up by New York. Nobody listens to the radio. The major stations that people listen to are the news radio over here. Bloomberg and 1010 Win, stuff like that. New York stations. But it does work so well. There was a 50s, it was an oldies station on earlier, so let me see if I can find that. Turn it up a little bit. I do have a problem with
Don't miss Broadway's Indecent, the critically acclaimed
listening to more modern music on old vintage radios. I think it ruins it totally. You know what I'm saying? So, but it really is so clear. It's so beautiful. That's 1010 Wins news radio. See. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this. And you know, this was interesting and unique in that it was a less punk album for the Dead Kennedys. It was more experimental and creative, and that's why I personally like it the most. Jello was going in a slightly different direction, so really, really interesting. And the cover is absolutely great. Just a great cover. It's in shrink. I'll take it out, though. I will take it out of the shrink and just... because, you know, I'm like Manic Mark. I hate shrink wrap. So that's about it. I couldn't believe these finds. This, that, you know, the zither, the Cuban band leader drum. Wow, so fun. So that's it. I went through every record today. Nothing at all. Just pure junk and stuff that's been sitting around for a long time, and stuff they just can't get rid of. Every so often they clear them out and put new stuff in. That's what I'm waiting for. But as far as records in the thrift lately, not so much, you know. We have Record Store Day coming up, which is really exciting. It's almost here. I think it's 3 weeks away. And Joe told me he already placed his order. I have my list already made up. I know exactly what I want. There's some great stuff coming out, and I'm very, very excited for it. I hope you guys picked your selections. So anyway, that's about it for me. It's supposed to rain today, tomorrow, and most of next week. And it's not even April yet. April showers before April. But that's okay. So anyway, that's all I have, I think. That's about it for today. I hope you're having a magical, mystical, musical Saturday. I will talk to you all very, very soon. I love you all. Bye. Yes, strings are cool. You got it right, sir.